Death of Phyllis. 1 hour ago, Y&R's Phyllis really died peacefully at her home. It will shock you. In a twist no one could see coming, the daytime television world is in mourning today. Just an hour ago, Phyllis Summers, one of the most iconic and complex characters from The Young and the Restless Y&R, was confirmed dead, this time, for real. While the character has often flirted with danger, deception, and even death onscreen, it's been revealed that this time, Phyllis truly passed away peacefully, at her own home. The news is not just heartbreaking, it's downright shocking, and fans around the world are struggling to come to terms with what really happened. But was this the death of a character, or the death of the actress behind the role? That's where things get even more complicated and emotional. The many lives of Phyllis Summers. Phyllis Summers has been a household name in daytime television since her first appearance on The Young and the Restless in 1994. With her flaming red hair, razor-sharp wit, and a past darker than most could imagine, she quickly became the woman fans loved to hate, and then, simply loved. Played most famously by Michelle Stafford, Phyllis was never short of drama. From faking pregnancies to committing cybercrimes, seducing powerful men to fighting for her children, she was the queen of second chances. But no storyline ever left the fans as stunned as the recent off-screen revelation that she has truly died. 1 hour ago, the real-life heartbreak. In a heartbreaking confirmation from family members and a representative from CBS, it was announced just 1 hour ago that Michelle Stafford, the actress who originated and most recently portrayed Phyllis Summers, has passed away peacefully at her home in California. Sources close to the family confirmed that she had not been battling any publicly known illness. In fact, Michelle had just been spotted a few days ago having lunch with close friends, laughing, and appearing full of life. That makes her death even more mysterious and tragic. Initial reports suggest that Stafford passed away in her sleep, surrounded by her children and a small circle of family. She was just 58 years old. Fans react. It can't be real. Social media has exploded with reactions to the news. Hashtags like #RIP Phyllis, #Michelle Stafford Forever, and #Y&R Legend have taken over Twitter, X, Instagram, and Facebook. One fan wrote, "She was the heartbeat of Y&R. Whether you loved Phyllis or hated her, you felt her. I can't believe she's really gone. This feels unreal." Another posted, "So many times we thought Phyllis was dead, I kept hoping this was another twist. But this isn't a script. This is real life. Goodbye, Michelle." Heartbreak. Even former co-stars are grieving publicly. Eric Braeden, Victor Newman, posted a heartfelt message. "Michelle was a brilliant actress, a dear friend, and a fiery soul. I can't wrap my head around this. Rest easy, my friend." Phyllis Summers. More than just a character. To understand the shock fans are experiencing, you must understand what Phyllis represented. She was never a simple villain or a cookie-cutter heroine. Phyllis was messy. She made mistakes. She was jealous, impulsive, and ruthless, but also loyal, passionate, and capable of tremendous love. Over the decades, Phyllis evolved from a manipulative vixen to a woman constantly seeking redemption. Viewers saw her grow into a fierce mother, a savvy businesswoman, and someone who, despite everything, deserved love and forgiveness. The duality of her nature is what made Phyllis so captivating. And Michelle Stafford's portrayal was nothing short of iconic. No one could raise an eyebrow, deliver a sassy comeback, or unravel emotionally quite like she could. The final days. Hints of goodbye. Interestingly, recent episodes of The Young and the Restless had started dropping subtle clues that something big was on the horizon for Phyllis. Her character had been shown reflecting on life more than usual, sharing heartfelt conversations with her children, Summer and Daniel, and even rekindling old flames with Nick Newman. Now, fans are questioning, did the writers know something we didn't? Was this a symbolic goodbye woven into the storyline ahead of Michelle's untimely passing? One longtime fan speculated, "It feels like the show gave her a send-off without telling us it was for real." Those emotional scenes make more sense now. My heart hurts. CBS issues official statement. CBS released a heartfelt statement following the announcement. We are deeply saddened by the loss of Michelle Stafford, a cherished member of the Y&R family for over 2 decades. Michelle brought intensity, depth, and authenticity to the role of Phyllis Summers, captivating viewers with every scene. Her contribution to daytime television is immeasurable. Our thoughts and prayers are with her children and loved ones. A lasting legacy. Michelle Stafford's legacy is more than just Phyllis. Outside of Y&R, she starred in General Hospital as Nina Reeves, appeared in primetime dramas, launched her own skincare line, and was a vocal advocate for single mothers and women in entertainment. She was admired not just for her acting chops, but for her courage, humor, and authenticity in a world that often demands perfection. Michelle was unapologetically herself, on and off screen. She leaves behind 2 young children, who she often said were the center of her universe. What happens next on Y&R? With Michelle Stafford's real-life passing, Y&R faces a daunting challenge: what happens to Phyllis Summers? At the time of writing, showrunners have not confirmed whether they will recast the role, as they did in the past with Gina Tignani, write Phyllis out of the show permanently, or create a fictional death that honors Michelle's life and legacy. Many fans are hoping for the last option. Let her go out with grace, one viewer wrote. Let Phyllis have the funeral we all can cry at together. Give her the tribute she deserves. An unforgettable goodbye. Whether she was battling Diane Jenkins, seducing Jack Abbott, or throwing shade with a glass of wine in hand, Phyllis was never boring. She was bold, unfiltered, sometimes reckless, but always unforgettable. Michelle Stafford gave her life. And now, in losing Michelle, fans feel like they've lost a part of their own history, a friend they invited into their homes every afternoon. Final words from Michelle's journal. One of her closest friends has shared an excerpt from a private journal entry Michelle wrote just months ago. With permission, it's being shared to bring peace to those mourning. If I go tomorrow, let me go with laughter in my heart. Let me leave behind characters who live on. Let people say, she gave us something real. Because if we can move someone to feel, then we've already won. And she did win, over millions of hearts. In memoriam, Michelle Stafford, 1966-2025. Forever our Phyllis. Forever fierce. Forever loved. Let this article serve as a tribute not just to a fictional character, but to a real woman whose talent, passion, and presence changed the landscape of daytime television forever. May Michelle rest peacefully, knowing her story, and Phyllis's legacy, will live on in the hearts of millions.